Okay, good evening, not chat. Or evening? It is evening. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed in like an hour. Uh, anyway, hello. Um, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. Where am I? I need to go to the wrench, right? Silent Hill 2. Oh wait, let me lower the volume for this. Oh, actually, let me open that because I want to pause the game. I have to get my drink ready. I went to the store today, and I got myself shit. Okay, that was a little more violent of a reaction than I was expecting. That was me getting my drink because I bought a ramen. I went to the store and myself up some stuff I can use to, make some dinner because I was gonna make beef stir fry, right? And I'm always making fucking stir fry because it's like the easiest thing for me to make. I don't even know if it's really real stir fry because I'm making it in a pan, right? It's not a wok. I'm making it in a pan. I don't fry the rice. I just kind of like sear the meat and vegetables and stuff, and then I have it with white rice. So I don't even know if that's technically like stir fry. I use stir fry sauce. Why all these? Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, I was gonna make some beef, but I'm a big dummy, and I forgot to take my beef out of the freezer before I went to work. So when I got home, when I was on my way home, I was like, whatever. And since I was like half a pack of beef, that I used the first half the other day. I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like having beef again. So, got myself some chicken and had chicken instead. Kind of bad. I like chicken, but cooking it always makes me nervous. So what am I looking for? Is there like an item? Fuck. Yeah, sorry about the coughing. I thought I was feeling better. Because, like... Okay, so, I had COVID. I was sick. I tested positive for COVID. I don't really know if that necessarily means I had COVID. No. I'd stay home from work as if I had COVID. But, yeah, so I got sick. And I was coughing a lot after... Sorry, feeling better. Like, I was feeling better, but then I was like, oh, I'm coughing. What the heck am I looking for? I don't even know. And then, better wrench. What does that even mean? Better wrench gench? Do we need to go, like... Oh, yeah, I think I need to go around. I think that's the problem. Shit. I was gonna say now. What was I was talking about my food, right? Oh yeah. Am I sick? I got sick. And then I was coughing. God damn it. And then I went to Vegas. And I figured all the dust in the desert, blowing around and shit, that was like agitating me, like allergens or something. So I was like, okay, that's probably why I'm coughing. Then I get back to Oregon and, better for like a day. And then there's like fog all over the place, right? I'm like, what the hell is with all this fog? Like really thick when I'm driving, like to work in the early morning, it's like, cause like you can see like the moisture in the air, right? Turns out that there's wildfires? I didn't even know. And I've not seen fog, I'm seeing like smoke, I guess. So that's really cool. So I'm guessing I'm breathing in smoke. And that's why now I'm coughing because of that. I've been having insurance issues at my job. I finally got that worked out like the other day. So now I have insurance, so I'm gonna go. Let me zoom in. Is there an entrance that I missed? I can go to the doctor and at least have it checked out to make sure that isn't anything more serious. It's like sometimes there's phlegm and then like sometimes there isn't. I don't really know. What the heck? Better wrench. I've just been trying to like drink water and stuff. Yes, ramen, you know, obviously isn't water, but it is stuff, so that checks out. Oh. What is this? Oh, that. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a dummy. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth is usually betrays people, and part of that abyss is in the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman inside of the ground, inside of a box. Open it, I need a wrench. My patient buried it there. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I wasn't looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now, no one dares approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. So, if I'm playing Silent Hill 2, I guess I need to address what I would consider to be the elephant in the room. There's a very large elephant. Probably going to be a divisive topic. Or maybe I'm being a contrarian. I'm not entirely sure what the general consensus is. I haven't looked. I've been arguing with Redditors on Discord all day. Because I have nothing better to do with my life. Oh no, I can't go this way. This way. And I say they're Redditors because they disagree with me and they're annoying and they're like eating up corpo slop. So I guess this is gonna paint a negative picture of how I feel, right? I feel negatively about something, a topic I'm about to bring up. And it is, of course, the Silent Hill 2 remake that's being made. I guess I should save since I'm right here. Yeah, you know, you would think this isn't my favorite game. Or not my favorite. It's one of my favorites. Right now, I feel a strong affinity for it, you know? So it's up there. I mean, it's always a game that I like, right? It's not like I ever dislike it. But, can open it. Yeah, I'm not really all that pleased that they're remaking Silent Hill 2. At least it's a very big, like, asterisk, right? I would kind of... Normally, I would enjoy a remake. I don't mind so much that the gameplay is different, right? I can appreciate that the same way that I can appreciate RE2. Like, the original game still has its place, you know? And I think the remake having such a different style of gameplay kind of helps it because it doesn't feel like the remake's trying to replace it. It's just like a new take on it. So I guess I would like having the over-the-shoulder perspective doesn't bother me too much. Like, it kind of bothers me, and like I guess I'll get to why, right? It's hard to get into why because to me then I have to start talking about a lot of the themes of this game. And I mean, it's an old game, right? So a lot of people who are aware of it are familiar with the story and know the themes and what's going on with the game. So hopefully they'll be able to fill in the blanks. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who may be watching and experiencing the game for the first time through watching me, which if that's the case, I guess thanks for choosing me. Especially now that the remake is coming out. You know, I'm sure more people who haven't seen Silent Hill 2 are going to stumble on to it. But I think the fixed camera angles kind of help sort of with the plot, because there's actually a really good article. I don't remember what website it's on, and I cannot give the title of the article because it cannot give spoilers. But it talks about how this game does a very good job of distinctly separating the player from James at certain moments. One way it does that is, like, so when you're, you know, James is the main character, he's the playable character, he's who you're playing as, he's the way the player interacts with the world. And the camera, you don't have the most control of. Like, you can kind of look around in some places. And it kind of follows you around. Again, you don't have, like right now I can't move the camera unless I hold LT, and then I can kind of pan it around. Like, this is when I press LT, and this is me panning it. If I move the right analog stick right now, like, I get nothing. Right? So you don't have the most control over the camera, and then there are times when the camera goes completely fixed. And the camera kind of moves with James. And there was articles talking about how it's almost like you're viewing the game like, how do I put it? Like, you're sympathetic to James, right? Because he's very much like a sympathetic character. That's how he's introduced, right? Because, I mean, the guy's wife is dead, right? And then he gets a letter from her saying to meet her in this town, right? That they visited. That's their special place. And, you can tell he's not okay, right? Like, clearly there's something up with James, and it has something to do with the death of his wife, right? Like, it's fucked him up, and he misses her so much that he would chase a ghost into the town and would put himself in danger with these monsters just to find out what's going on, right? Why he got this letter from his dead wife, and if she could really be here, because he just wants to see her again, right? He's this, like, kind of meek character, right? He's not like an action hero. He's reckless, and I think that's not because, like, he's brave. It's more of like, he's reckless because he doesn't care. He's I hate to throw the word around because I think it's kind of overused nowadays, but I mean, back in early 2000s, this wasn't really something that games talked about, but James is at least on some level depressed, right? That's kind of a theme with a lot of characters. I mean, Angela is suicidal. Like, that's why James took the knife from her, and she even says that James is like her. They're both depressed. James doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to face his traumas or acknowledge them because he doesn't want to end up like Angela, I guess. But we haven't seen Eddie. We'll get to Eddie when we get to Eddie. The most functional character in this game, like mentally, is, you know, a little girl, and she's kind of a brat, right? She's like angry with the world. Steel pipe. Or at least she at least angry with James, right? She's like outwardly hostile. Like there's that. But yeah, so it talks about that, like how the camera angles kind of, especially when it goes to fixed perspective, right? Especially if you look at like the initial shot in the rest stop bathroom that the game starts in when you like first get control. It's like a really weird, unnatural camera angle that like a human wouldn't be able to get. So, you know, the article said that, again, it's like you're seeing the game, and, you know, by extension, you're seeing James's actions through the point of view of the town, and the cutscenes keep those weird angles, right? You know, it's not all the time, but there's enough. And when you're in gameplay, you have a little bit more control, right? And that's when you're kind of one with James, right? So you're seeing things through James's perspective. But, you know, cutscene immediately, that camera angle, that control is gone. And that's when James starts to do things that maybe the player character wouldn't want to do, you know? He kind of becomes less, maybe meek, less relatable, less of the everyman. I don't know how to put it exactly. In cutscenes, like, you know, if we were given the choice, would we really have James call Laura a dumb brat or whatever in the hospital when she locks him in the room with the Hainers? Is it Flesh Lips? I think that's what they're called. I remember a guide called them Hainers once when I was looking up a walkthrough for my sister when she was playing back on Game FAQs, I think it was. Nothing useful written on them. Oh, horn. So that was an interesting takeaway from that. So I think making the game control from like a third person, like over the shoulder camera perspective, to me, it kind of takes away that theme of disconnection from James. Oh, this is like the famous picture. Actually, there's a shadow box of this available on Konami's like official store. I really want to get it. It's like, after shipping, it's like $170, and like I almost bought it earlier today, not gonna lie. But I think I'm just gonna wait for my I probably wait for my next paycheck to make sure I have, you know, money left over for any bills or things I need to pay. And that'll be my like splurge for like a month. But at least until, you know, I get reimbursed for all my travel and stuff for work. But yeah, to me, I feel like what I would be okay if it was like a standard third-person camera. Like if it was behind, like if James was centered and the camera was behind him and kind of pulled back, because Silent Hill does have a lot of focus on melee combat versus some other survival horror games like, say, Resident Evil, right? Resident Evil, you more of use your guns, and your knife is kind of like a last resort. Whereas, like, Silent Hill, you want to save your ammo for, you know, really threatening situations and use your melee for easier, you know, most situations or encounters. And melee combat and over the shoulder kind of sucks. All right, Snoy fans will disagree because they love God of War so much, but there's a reason why Bloodborne is the best third-person action game on PS4, and it's because the camera is behind the player character, not over the shoulder. Also, it's just a really good game. But Yeah, I don't know. I would be okay with a standard third-person camera if it just meant that I could have like better combat. But like situations like this, right, where it's like you're walking towards the camera, right, and it like it goes above and around you, like, and you don't have control over that. Like that creates such tension, and it's like the camera isn't like exactly fixed with like pre-rendered backgrounds, like say something like, you know, the Resident Evil games, you know, the early ones that still had fixed camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds and tank controls and all that. But I get it, you know, a remake has to remake the game, right? And again, I'm okay with things like RE2 remake existing, not so much RE3. It's okay. Like, it's not, I don't hate it. Is this the room I don't want to be in? It's just too short and it removes content, you know? But, what was hanging here? Oh, you know, I didn't examine the Pyramid Head one, the Misty Day. I think there was like a whole, like, note about it, like, on the plaque. But, yeah. This part's iconic. The hole's dark and I can't see anything. You jump down. And this is just when it fades to Skyrim, and this is where I start my Skyrim Let's Play. Right? But, I lost my train of thought because I talked about Skyrim. Hey, you're finally awake! Yeah, I would, it's just be a reflection, but it looks more like nothing. Like, the water is a little jank in this game, but what can you expect from a game trying to make reflections in the water when you couldn't even do real-time reflections? But, God damn it. I keep losing my train of thought. And I'm saying a lot. But a lot, actually. Sorry about that. My day's been kind of a roller coaster. Not like a bad one. It's actually been a pretty good day. Which is kind of surprising. Yesterday was, in comparison, it's just a wall. It would be impossible to climb this. Oh, I guess I gotta... Is it, like, shrinking? No, I can't tell. Yesterday was kind of a not so good day for various reasons. Just some stuff going on, and I think it finally, like, came to a boil, or boiled over, came to a head. Whatever the saying is, I don't know. But I kind of, I guess, ripped the band-aid off on some things that I kind of was hesitant about, and I kind of already knew what was going to happen. I just didn't want to, like, face it. You know, those situations where, like, you're like, you know, I know what to expect, and I know I'm not gonna like it. So if I just don't, if I just don't face it, like, it's not gonna hurt me, right? Like, that kind of situation. And I was like, you know what? Like, I can't keep going like this. Like, the uncertainty is just, like, gonna kill me, and I'd rather just get it over with because I know it's not gonna be what I want. And you know, it's like now like freaking out about it for a while, and it's like now I just gets to be over. It's like, yeah, you know, kind of sucks. Things didn't, like, work out, I guess, the way I wanted with something. But well, you're like, what can I do? It's no big deal. It's done. It's over. It's in the past. I can't. Thinking about it's not gonna change anything. Like, why give a shit? It's just gonna bother me. Like, why care? Like, that's it. Move on, you know? It's a nice feeling. Yeah, it's like it's liberating to kind of on my fucking flashlight. But yeah, yeah, it's a liberating train of thought, I guess. Okay, what's the code? Don't know map. Okay. Did I pick up code? This doubt which leadeth to the purgatory. Okay. I don't have a code. 245. Oh god. 246. 247. 249. 254. Oh, and you know what? I didn't try 242. 252. 256. 257? I don't know if that counted. Oh god. James, what are you doing? 257. But I guess one of the things I was like, see, oh, I might be going out of the going out of order here. Oh god. They're fucking killing me. Oh. God, I fucking hate this. Yeah, I fucking hate this room. This room is hot garbage. Keep pressing X. I haven't even played Resident Evil in a few days. But, now, I don't, I said but again. I apologize. Can I just kill them with a shotgun? Oh! This is fucking awful. I can't even fucking shoot! Oh, do they just like infinitely respawn? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Yeah, bye! I'm out of fucking... What is this shit? That didn't help at all. Well, this actually better, right? Because I can... Yeah, they're just everywhere. Isn't this like code random too? Alright. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna fucking look it up. This room sucks. Okay, it's random of a set. Two, 6, 7. Okay, I think I tried that. Or 276. Or 627. Oh my god, James, no! Interact with the fucking keypad, you dickhead. 62 or 672. Or it could be 627. Seven two six. It's literally gonna be seven. Give me the last possible one. 762. What? What the what? Oh no! Oh my god! It's the lit up numbers. Okay. All right. Here. I want you to understand. Okay. You Google Silent Hill 2 bug room code, right? And the wiki is like the first thing that comes up, right? It says creeper trap puzzle, right? And so Google, in its fucking infinite wisdom, just says the code must be, right? And then it's like that, you know, all those that I just tried, right? You can Google it yourself. Google that phrase and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And so it shows you example, right? If only 2 and 3 are lit, the code can be 223, all those. So there's a caption on the photo of a screenshot where 2, 7, and 6 are highlighted, and it says, "Note how 2, 7, and 6 are lit. The code must be," and then all those I just tried, right? So Google, because it's a fucking evil algorithm AI bullshit fucking nightmare algorithm AI. I don't even know. I fucking hate Google, right? It says it sees the code must be and then just autofills that as the answer, right? Not, the actual body of the article. It explains what it could be. So I thought I missed a note. I always think I miss a note when I come to this room. No, it's just like these were like kind of faded, so I thought like, oh, maybe they don't work, right? And so I was trying everything but those. 3, 8. There we go. Get me out. So, yeah, I hate that room. The door at the bottom door is locked. I can use. Okay, whatever it was that I was talking about before that room, it's gone now. It is out of my head, out of the red she's saying. How'd I end up back? It's pitch black beyond the door. I can't tell how far this blackness stretches. Will you go down? Yes. I know I'm at the remake. Now I don't like it. I don't know. The voice acting sounds weird. They announced like 4 fucking Silent Hill games at once, like, or Silent Hill things, right? Because there's a movie. There's Townfall, which I thought it was just called Silent Hill F, right? But it's Townfall. Which, what the fuck is a Townfall? I'm not gonna talk over Eddie here, so let's.
Killing a person ain't no big deal.
Okay. Hello.
Put the gun to their head. Pow. You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, You can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Yeah, so anyway, yeah. Eddie. And then we get to Eddie when we get to Eddie, and, you know, there we go. Eddie's fucked up in the head, too. The corpse, the body is marked with bullet holes. Wait, is that pizza? That's food. There is food. You can tell why, you know, the health drink is still there, because Eddie wasn't gonna drink it. Yeah, people are letting this pig. Oh, it's like food all over the place, right? I don't know. People are like, oh, just be happy you get something. And it's like, you know, I don't like that saying. People say that, like, if you go to like r/Silent Hill, you know, or like first of all, it's the Silent Hill subreddit's so fucking trash. If it's not like, it's just shit memes most of the time. Or what else? Like, it's just people like begging for us to, like, you know, for a series like Silent Hill, right? It's been stagnant for so long. Like, what is there that a community can talk about without like repeating itself? And, like, it's really, I guess, only for people who are new fans, right? And then they get it all out of their system, and all the people who've been around for a while, it's like, yeah, that's nothing new. You know, whatever. I guess that's how communities are. That's why we gatekeep, right? The voice acting, I don't know, James. I can't imagine anyone other than Guy voicing James. It doesn't sound right. James is supposed to sound weird and off kilter, right? He's got problems, right? He's fucked up in the head. He's depressed. He's got like brain fog, right? He can't communicate properly. You know, he says he's not crazy, right? But I mean, man is literally chasing his dead wife. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, how can you not be crazy? She's dead. And like the final nail in the coffin, really, for me is it's blooper team, a bloober team. I call them blooper team because their fucking existence is a blooper. I don't like their games. I will slander them. They make boring games to me. You know, I call them like walking sims, right? Like, and to me, it's like, now I can't use walking sim as like an insult, because I really like Death Stranding, and that is like literally a walking sim. But oh, there we go. I don't know, Bloober Team is just like, their games are not fun. Layers of Fear is kind of a massive letdown and disappointment in my opinion. Observer is a cool idea, but there's no gameplay, so there's no reason to actually play the game yourself. You, like, I played it on YouTube. It's kind of a valid statement, because you get the same experience just watching a let's play. Like, yeah, I know the story, so that's kind of, kind of it. Like, who cares? The Blair Witch. Honestly, I was kind of excited when I saw Blair Witch. Right? I was like, oh, you know, that would be a cool game, right? A horror game based on Blair Witch, and it has VR support. And then I saw it was Bloober Team. I'm like, nah. And then the Medium, right? I was like, yo, a new horror game, and it's about a medium, like ghosts and shit. And it has a soundtrack by, you know, Akira Yamaoka. Sign me up. And then it was Bloober Team, and I just stopped installing it because it was on Game Pass. I was like, never mind. Don't care. Anyway, I'll be right back. I just gotta pause the recording. Okay, sorry about that. Probably help if I tab back into the game. I saw I had like several notifications. And just wanted to make sure that they were important. They weren't, but I wanted to pause just in case I got into like conversation. Because I can't see. But, yeah, I just saw the unread message badge, so I was like, okay, like this could either be nothing, it could be something that I can talk about later, like it's something I can wait, or it's something that needs my immediate attention. It's something that can wait. It's not nothing, but it can wait until. Big deal. Toluca Lake, this town's main tourist attraction. The clear, beautiful lake has another side as well. It may seem like just a typical ghost story that you might find in any number of old towns across the country, but in this case, the legend is true. On a fog-bound November day, 1918, the Little Baroness, a ship filled with tourists, failed to return to port. A newspaper article from it back then simply says it most likely sunk for some reason. Wow, yeah, no way. Despite an extensive police search, not a single fragment of the ship, nor any of the 14 bodies of passengers or crew have ever been recovered to this day. It should really be nor any of the bodies of the 14 passengers or crew. Whoever wrote this is a hack! In 1939, an even stranger incident occurred. There are many pages torn out. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands reach up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades. I was slandering Bloober Team. I don't remember where I was going. I don't think it matters. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about the remake. I'm not excited for it. If it ends up being good, I'll be surprised and maybe buy it, but it's not gonna be a pre-order. It's not. Oh, I got the hunting rifle. Cool. But yeah, it's not going to be a pre-order. It's not going to be a full price purchase. Oh, I know. Not something I'm excited for. Honestly, between Silent Hill 2 and RE4, what's with all these games I like getting remakes that I don't want? Oh, I wanted to complain about, yeah, the people going, just be happy you got something, right? I hate that argument. I mentioned it already. But I really do, because I didn't ask for anything. I didn't want anything. I was content to leave well enough alone. Right? We had 4 good games from Team Silent. They stopped making games, right? Like, everyone kind of started doing their own things, and that's fine, right? Nothing good can last forever. Eventually, the band has to break up, right? You know, I guess somebody kind of stuck around, right? Kind of kept the ball rolling in some capacity, but then it started going all these, you know, Western developers. Like Origins is maybe not terrible, according to some people. I don't like it. I mean, I haven't really had a chance to play it, but... Oh my fuck! Origins kind of started a trend with the series, and maybe I don't, did Origins or the movie come out first? Because the movie also is responsible. But kind of starts the trend where, or this kind of conflation, where people they think of Silent Hill, and all they think of is Silent Hill 2, right? They think of oddly sexual nurses that are disfigured and deformed, right? Like the bubble-headed nurses, right? They think of Pyramid Head, and Pyramid Head is iconic, right? I'm not gonna say that Pyramid Head isn't iconic. Like, yeah, he's, it's one of the most famous monsters in the game for the reason, right? It's a cool monster, like Wesker likes to make, cool monsters. But it's James's monster, right? Red pyramid thing. That's James's monster, right? You'll see as the game unfolds that it doesn't really make sense in other contexts, and I kind of like don't like that these creatures and characters or themes that are appropriate for this game kind of get applied to the other games, and they don't work, right? Origins kind of started that, like I said. Homecoming really went with it. My god, they dare to even like try to make a connection between the Shepherd family and Mary, Mary Shepherd Sunderland, because God forbid, right, we have to have that connection to Silent Hill 2 because it's the popular one. Like, and that's not cool. So yeah, I was fine with, like I said, leaving well enough alone. We had 4 great games after that. They didn't really release a game that I liked. Yeah. I don't really like Origins, just on the principle of it. I don't like Homecoming on the principle of it. Shattered Memories is maybe cool, but honestly, it doesn't sound like... It doesn't sound like a very replayable game or a very interesting game. Like, yeah, they changed up elements of the first Silent Hill and like reimagined it, and I guess that's cool, but I don't know. To me, it just seems like not that awesome of a game. It seems like neat. It seems okay. All right, I'll give it that. And then what else came out? Downpour. Honestly, Downpour. Downpour seems alright. I'd give it a try. But again, it has the problem. So the games have, again, they have this thing, right? After it went to Western devs, they gotta have a pyramid head like creature. It's not Pyramid Head itself, like Homecoming, where they fucking stole Pyramid Head, redesigned him worse, and then called him the Boogeyman, right? And then there's an ending where Alex literally turns to fucking Pyramid Head, and spoiler, but I don't give a shit. Fucking stupid. And then did I say Origins has the Butcher? Origins has the Butcher. Then Downpour, I think, has the Boogeyman too, but it's just it's just a big guy in a raincoat and a gas mask. Like, really, that's your flagship monster for your Silent Hill game? That now every game has to have a flagship monster because Pyramid Head did it? Notice how fucking Silent Hill 3 didn't do that, because Silent Hill 3 was its own thing. Silent Hill 4 doesn't really have like a, I guess what you could say, like Walter is like the main monster, right? Because he's a ghost. But, and you know, maybe that's a spoiler for Silent Hill 4, but I already played the game on the channel, so you should be following it up with channel continuity, chat. Not chat. Fake chat. Viewers. Right? It's Silent Hill 4 is already part of channel canon, alright? We have the deepest lore here. It's like Walter is more of just like he's the main antagonist, right? He's the guy murdering people, you know? Okay, those do open. Presser. And then what? Book of Memories happened? We needed a Diablo clone that's Silent Hill on PS Vita. I don't think we did. I don't know. Point is, we had a good run, and then we had a not so good run with the series, right? Now I was happy to be like, okay, like they learned to stop making games, right? And then PT happened. PT kind of threw things for a loop because, like, people are excited for Silent Hill again. They're like, oh my god, look at what Kojima did. Right? Like, that's cool. I can't wait for Silent Hills. And then, you know, he left Konami, so... Did it say churro? He's saying, churro. Swear to God. Burning Man. I was okay, you know. But feel like, okay, you know, like Pet Cemetery, right? Sometimes dead is better, right? Why keep going if it's not going to be good, right? We could just have fun with the good stuff, right? Like, I'm fine with that. There's plenty of franchises that I like that are dormant or dead. Like, I'm not like clamoring for them to come back. It'd be nice if it came back with a good game, but I'm not asking for it, right? So again, when people are like, oh, just be happy you got one. I'm like, I wasn't asking for it. I was actually, I was saying, please, fuck no, don't make a new one. And don't, and you know, the rumors of Blooper Team making one were like around for a while. I was like, please, for the, you know, love of God, like, don't be Blooper Team, right? And then it was Blooper Team. Like cool. Like, that, I can't believe that was real. That's awful. Like, awful news. Like, I'm disoriented. Oh, jeez. I didn't know you could fall off of that. And then, you know, they're like, oh, they're gonna remake Silent Hill 2, right? And I was like, ah, don't, right? The game is fine. It aged perfectly, like, it's okay. The Zoomers are, like, afraid of tank controls, right? Like, they can't function if a game doesn't... Which is really funny, right? Like, oh my god, it has tank controls, that's so bad. Okay, let me show you something. You don't like fucking tank controls? Whoa, look at that. Now it's on directional, right? What does that mean? It means he just goes in the direction I push the stick. You don't have to have tank controls in this game. I'm gonna keep tank controls on though. So, like, just why are you complaining about tank controls? It's not mandatory in this game, right? You don't need the remake. You know what game needs a remake? The first game. And you know, it doesn't need a remake, right? It doesn't, but it would be more deserving of one. I think that would feel like a more genuine attempt at like reviving the series, or like, you know, trying to go back to the roots of survival horror, right? Make a game, you know, remake the first game, right? If you're gonna remake something, I don't understand why you don't just do what Resident Evil 7 did, right? Just make a game that's reminiscent of what the first game did. If you want to go back to your roots, why is it gotta just be the same thing? No, they're remaking Silent Hill 2 because it's the most popular one, and it'll make money. And they're giving it to a studio that doesn't give a shit and makes boring games. So I'm supposed to be excited? Why would I be excited? The only exciting thing about the remake is that Masahiro Ito said he's involved. I mean, that's what I saw in the screenshot that someone posted. It could be fake. I don't know. I didn't look it up. So maybe he's involved, maybe he's not. There's the possibility he's involved. We'll say that, okay? If Masahiro Ito is working on the game in some capacity, that's really cool because I like his work and I want to see him get paid. And maybe they'll finally let him kill fucking Pyramid Head in this game. It was a remake, right? You kill Pyramid Head in this game. Spoiler alert. And he said, I'd work on Silent Hill if they let me kill Pyramid Head. So I guess technically it works, right? Wait, what's covered? Oh, I remember now, right? So yeah, the whole thing feels scummy. And someone's like, well, if they remake this, future ones could be more artistic. And I'm like, bro, you're talking about Konami. Konami, who stopped making like actual games for the longest time because they want to just focus on pachinko. Do you think they actually give a shit about the art of games? No, all they care about is pure product. And so I'm guessing what happened is, right? They went to studios and said, we want to make a Silent Hill 2 remake because that's going to make us money, right? And then they probably gave it to the lowest bidder. And for some reason, somehow, Bloober Team, like, was the winner, right? Bloober Team somehow got the rights. I do not understand. They don't make good games. I think it's because they got kind of noticed because I think the Medium got carried because it had the Akira Yamaoka soundtrack, right? And then, so there was probably that. Right, that's what got me interested in playing the game. I was like, oh, it's got a soundtrack by Akira Yamaoka. Like, yeah, I'll play it. And then I didn't, because I found out who made it. And then, I don't know. The whole thing just like makes me sick, right? Like, it's so another hole. Do I really have to go drop through it? Yeah, you do. Because it's so blatant, right? It's such a obvious grab for cash, right? I'm surprised, like, surprised there's not gonna be loot boxes, right? I guess loot boxes aren't a thing anymore. What's somehow the Silent Hill 2 Battle Pass, right? They have Township. First of all, not Township. Townfall. Sorry, Township is a real word. That's why I got confused. Townfall. Townfall, it doesn't sound like a real word, is it? You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind. I can deal with that, but it doesn't sound like a real word. It sounds stupid, okay? That's just my genuine reaction to that information. Listen, I swear I'm in a good mood today. All right? I'm just energetic and like I'm passionate about this game, all right? And it's like I don't like it. So I'm talking about, I've filled the whole video talking about it. I probably repeated myself a lot. I don't care. Okay? It's just how it is. I mean, at least they're making new stuff, right? But Townfall doesn't look like Silent Hill. It looks like Fatal Frame. Which, I mean, maybe it's just because J-horror, right? It's a completely, like, different direction. And everyone's going, oh my god, it's the writer of Higurashi. Oh my god, Higurashi. I don't fucking care. You know, do you think I care about Higurashi? It's Cunny torture. I don't care. Like, if you like it, you're demented. It's just... Oh man, oh wow, look at that lolly get brutalized. I don't care. Fuck. Why do you like this, you sicko? Like, so yeah, what? Sorry, it's not a visual novel, it's a sound novel, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, right? Oh, because it's focused on fucking, oh, sound and the music. Yeah, sure, okay, bud. Yeah, maybe I should, it's getting kind of close to me needing to go to bed. It is, like 10 o'clock, so I should probably stop off. I'll kill these monsters and then I guess I'll save again. Might as well. That's a great thing to end on. Anyway, yeah, I'm in a good mood. Silent Hill 2 remake is gonna suck. I have no faith for the future of Silent Hill, but I still love the franchise, and even though I have no faith, I'd like for it to be good. It's what is it? Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, right? That's all we can do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll have this up. I don't know when I'll have this up. It'll probably be a couple days after the announcement. I know you're all just dying to hear me, right? I don't think you guys are. But yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Take care. I'll try to do more prereq stuff. Prerec's pretty easy for me to do. I can kill an hour after work after I like make dinner and stuff. So I should do that more often. Most of the time I'm just really tired. I want to play something that I don't feel like recording. But yeah, that's all. Bye-bye.